Welcome to Nugget 326 with Stephen Dana Groman. Today we will be going to Science News, January of 2023. The article that we will be critiquing today is Dinosaurs' Duck-like Body Hints at an Aquatic Lifestyle.
Here we go again.
The newfound dinosaur, Natovenator polydontus, illustrated, notice the word illustrated, of course, had a body that was similar to modern waterfowl, researchers say. A dinosaur unearthed in Mongolia is making a splash among paleontologists as its sleek physique may add evidence to the idea that some dinos were suited for life in the water.
Wait a minute, let me say something about that. May add evidence in the idea.
Natovenator polydontus may be the first known, this is a part in the article that I thought was weird, non-bird dinosaur to have possessed a streamlined body comparable to that of modern diving birds. Researchers report. That almost seems backwards, right? I mean, if they're talking about that it's a duck or a bird and they're going to compare it to that through this article, it's a non-bird dinosaur. I thought they said dinosaurs turned into birds. Natovenator and other closely related dinosaurs may have been swimming predators, the researchers say, challenging the popular notion that dinos were landlubbers. Natovenator was small like a duck and probably used its forelimbs when swimming, says Lee, a vertebrate paleontologist at Seoul National University in South Korea. We think that Natovenators lived in shallow water and ate small fish.
I hope everybody can understand that it's what they want it to be. It's their belief.
They can think all they want.
They can think all they want.
This isn't the first time that researchers have suspected that a non-bird dinosaur had an aquatic lifestyle. For years, paleontologists have debated whether spinosaurs were aquatic predators. In 2017, scientists reported that a dinosaur called Halsocaraptor had features analogous to those of aquatic birds and reptiles, but the team was unable to determine the dino's body shape from the fossilized remains. But in a new study, Lee and colleagues analyzed a well-preserved Natovenator from a fossil-rich area known as the Hermann-Save in Mongolia, found in rocks dating to about 100 million to 66 million years ago. The jaw, teeth, neck, and limbs are akin to those of the Halsocaraptor, the scientists report, suggesting the two had comparable lives. The close resemblance between Natovenator and a duck or a cormorant is almost certainly an example of convergent evolution. And what was convergent evolution? I know we've spoken about that before. Can you tell people what that is?
People will come up and ask me all the time, if monkeys turned into humans, why do we still have monkeys? Usually that's what they say. And that would be because of that convergent evolution. There is a branch, they say, of monkeys that branched off and became human, but there's also a branch that stayed monkeys.
Okay, so
that's
just
an example.
A subset almost. It kept on going.
Yeah, essentially.
Not really, but sort of.
Yeah.
That's just scientific.
None of it's true anyway.
We have seen some cormorants and anigas. They are very similar, and I was searching through our pictures to try and find where we had seen a cormorant, but I could only find pictures of anigas, and they're really, truly awesome because they dive underwater to fish, and then they dry their feathers out in the sun, and they're really, really, really a cool water bird to see. And of course, we've seen beautiful ducks floating in ponds, and it's just awesome to watch the birds.
Something about the new dinosaur discovery. It has normal dinosaur-type feet. It doesn't have any webbing on the feet, whereas a duck does.
But speaking of aquatic dinosaurs, we had an iguana, and his name was Owen, and he loved to swim, and we caught this quick, but it's a lousy video because we didn't have a good camera with us. When we were at the Fairchild Botanical Gardens near Miami, we saw this large iguana, and he hopped right into the water.
Something else. We went to a seafood restaurant the other day. We eat fish. Do you like to swim?
I do.
Oh, so you're a swimmer also and eat fish.
That means I must have evolved from a dinosaur.
I guess that must mean it.
Years ago.
Yeah, that's concrete evidence.
I just can't get over that they draw this thing that looks like a bird and they said it's a non-bird dinosaur. But anyway, it is unclear just how strong a swimmer Natovenator may have been. The dinosaur's forelimbs appear short, and its hind limbs seem to lack attributes of kicking, propelled swimmers like loons, Holt says. But semi-aquatic mammals like minks and some other successful modern swimming predators have skeletons that aren't highly specialized for life in the water either, he says. Well, we don't either, like you just said. Natovenator might be intermediate in swimming ability between something like a mink and a loon. They're just desperately trying to find intermediate links.
Anything will do.
Why can't they just accept that some animals can swim? Some like to swim like a hippopotamus.
Right.
Who would think a hippopotamus would be some graceful swimmer?
They are graceful swimmers.
Bet they are. It's just silly. We hope you enjoyed this dissection
But this makes
of this.
scientific literature.
Yeah.
That's what's weird.
And what's weird is that people are spending a lot of time and effort
And money.
on this type of research when it's just based on nonsense, essentially, and speculation when, as I've said in the past, it could be spent on a lot smarter things. I hope you appreciate these videos, and if you do, share them on your social platforms. Thank you.